Ah, shit. Get your tea and your popcorn because we have hit yet another psychological jackpot. Welcome to another episode of Comment Foolery Exposed.
No one knows how it feels to wake up and be a real pretty nigga like me. Every day I must maintain this beautiful complexion of mine. Like, why do you keep cheating on me? Like, could you please stop? Could you please stop? Like, it's getting so annoying.
Not my fault
Like,
I'm light skinned.
who even says that? You are an insufferable piece of shit.
But I'm not.
Bro, what is wrong with you?
Goodbye. You ruining my mood.
Wait.
Oh, let's make it to the morning.
Boy, I like it when you sing to me.
First of all, who wakes up in the morning and thinks about making videos on light-skinned people? But I wanted to talk about this because she's actually exposing the stereotypes that a lot of black women put not just on light-skinned men. Because remember, whatever they think of our counterparts, it's the same stereotypes that they think of us women. So you know how they say light-skinned men are like feminine or they're gay, they're pretty boys. So that means that their stereotypes of light-skinned women are often that we are feminine, pretty girls. But notice how within the first line, she's like, no one knows what it feels like to wake up and be a pretty ninja like me. Every day I have to maintain this skin tone. I find it interesting that that's actually the first line she said, was basically, I'm pretty and I have to maintain my complexion. Have you ever noticed that there's a tendency to call any light-skinned person a bleacher if they want to maintain their brightest skin tone shade? Have you ever noticed that light-skinned people often get called racist or colorist if we stay out of the sun, if we wear sunscreen, or if we want to stay in the shade? So she's actually, even though she's joking, a lot of times I tell you guys that you can actually analyze people's jokes, analyze how people make fun of you, and that will tell you what they really think of you. Because that's the first sentence she brought up, is that nobody knows what it's like to be this pretty, and every day I have to maintain this skin tone. So she's implying, based on that joke, that if a light-skinned person becomes dark, or if they become dark-skinned, that they would no longer be as special. They would no longer stand out as much. So do you hear her internalized pedestalization even in the joke? I don't see light-skinned women making memes and making skits about being a dark-skinned black man and saying, oh, every day I have to wake up and stay pretty. I don't see light-skinned women doing that. I've only seen unambiguous men and women creating all these skits about lighter-skinned people, talking about making a light-skinned face, and it's essentially the face of like a supermodel, and it's like, that's not the diss you think it is. Because by making skits like this, you're actually implying that you do actually believe that light-skinned people are attractive. And by the way, that's another reason why some people call unambiguous black women jealous. It's not because they're being racist against the unambiguous women. It's because unambiguous women themselves are making TikToks like this and they're stereotyping light-skinned people as thinking we're cute or thinking we're pretty. So it's like, yeah, if you think that my counterpart, he has the same exact skin tone, same exact hair texture, same exact facial features as me, if you think that he is attractive and makes a pretty boy face, makes the light skin face or whatever, and that he's seductive, if you think all of those things about my counterpart, of course, I know that you think those things about me too. And have you guys ever noticed how a lot of people in the black community, they will fawn over certain men who are lighter skinned, like Aaron Pierre, Michael Ealy, I can't think of all the other light-skinned guys right now, but they'll fawn over a whole bunch of lighter-skinned guys like Chris Brown, but then they'll turn around and try to tell women with the same phenotype, they'll try to tell us that we are mediocre, we're average, we're basic, oh, your hair's nappy, your nose is big, and it's like, you like those same features on Chris Brown. You like those same features on Aaron Pierre. You like those same features on my male counterpart, so there's no way that you can convince me that I'm suddenly average or not that cute or I look mediocre when I have the exact same features. So then she does this clip where she's playing music in the background and kind of like biting her lip and posing in the phone. So she's actually bringing light to the fact that the unambiguous community stereotypes us as being social media icons and social media influencers. Remember how I talked about how exoticals are the standard of dating, we are the standard of beauty, and that most people want to date us or create us. This is according to their own talking points. So you've got her posing in the phone and like playing music and biting her lip. So she's admitting that a lot of black women, this TikTok, it got thousands of likes. So she's admitting that a lot of people in the black community stereotype lighter skinned people as just having to wake up and be pretty and then just pose on social media and, we can just become famous and rich. Does that complaint sound familiar? That's the same complaint they make about the women in the light skin community. They upload videos saying, I don't have pretty privilege and that sucks. And the lighter skin TikTok influencers, the lighter skin hair and beauty influencers, they get more followers than me. So do you see how they're doing the same stereotype with the men? They're admitting that that's what they think of the light skin community. We're just over here waking up and talking about how pretty we are and maintaining our skin complexions. And it's like, if this is what you truly think of the light skin community, why do you get mad when you see light skin people who act like this in real life? Like, why do you get mad at channels like mine when you already stereotyped lighter skinned women as acting this way anyway? You're already stereotyping us as vain. So how are you going to turn around and get mad when we create the exotical space where we are meeting the stereotypes that you fear the most? Have you ever noticed that? It's almost like they want to stereotype us light skins as being conceited because it's a manipulation tactic to get us to be more humble and to prove to them how humble we are. Have you ever noticed that? People will stereotype you as thinking you're all that, and it's a reverse psychology tactic. They're saying that because they want you to feel insecure. They want you to lower your confidence so you can prove that you're humble and that you're down with the black community. And also with this woman who's creating this TikTok, I wouldn't be surprised if she dates light-skinned men. I wouldn't be surprised if she hangs out with a bunch of light-skinned women. I wouldn't be surprised if she has a light-skinned child. Because the main people who talk shit about the exotical community, these are people who have close proximity to light-skinned people in real life. They'll say things like, oh, well, my boyfriend's biracial, my husband's biracial, my children are biracial, so I know how you guys are. And it's like, how are you going to flex your proximity to MLS people while simultaneously stereotyping us?
Like, why do you keep cheating on me? Like, could you please stop? Could you please stop? Like, it's getting so annoying.
Not my fault
like,
I'm light skinned.
who even says that? You are an insufferable piece of shit.
Playing, but I'm not.
Bro, what is wrong with you?
Goodbye. You ruining my mood.
Wait.
So then she plays this clip of the light-skinned man cheating on her. Have you ever heard that stereotype? That light-skinned people are cheaters. A lot of people, they think the same thing about light-skinned women. I know that a lot of unambiguous black men have accused light-skinned women of being vain. Remember the man with the unmoisturized braids who I showed on here a few months ago? He was talking about light-skinned women, saying that we're basically like whores and we're vain and, we're just soaking up all this male attention. So this woman in this TikTok, she's got the same rhetoric as her counterpart, unambiguous black men. This is why I say a lot of times they're actually two sides of the same coin. So they will be online beefing in this entire gender war, but a lot of their talking points are exactly the same. So she has this fake phone conversation where the light-skinned man is cheating, and then he's like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't help it that I'm light-skinned. So she's pointing out the fact that she thinks that light-skinned people, that we blame everything on just being light-skinned. Like, oh, I can't help it that I'm just so light-skinned and attractive and that everybody wants me. Everybody lusts after my skin tone. Like, we're just basking in the attention. We're basking in the attention of the opposite sex. We're basking in our pedestal. Meanwhile, the same group of people, whenever they get a pedestal from white men, whenever you see white men saying, I prefer dark-skinned black women who are like chocolate, you'll see them basking in the attention themselves. So do you see how they shame us for the same activities that they do themselves? So they shame light-skinned people for loving our skin tones and wanting to maintain our complexions, but I don't see them shaming dark-skinned people for wanting to be as dark as possible. Do you see the hypocrisy?
Oh, let's make it to the morning.
Boy, I like it when you sing to me.
So then she plays a clip of herself singing badly, and then the woman's on the other line like, oh, I love it when you sing to me. So it's that same stereotype of light-skinned people are not as talented as dark-skinned people. Light-skinned people only get pedestals, and we are only viewed as talented because we are lighter skinned. Even though we can't sing as good as dark-skinned black people, or our talent doesn't measure up. People still worship us and they praise us because we are a lighter skinned person doing the same thing. So we don't have to have as much talent in order to be praised. And it's like, okay, even if that is true, who are the main people supporting all of these light-skinned people who are bad at singing? Who are the main people supporting these quote-unquote mediocre, not the most talented light-skinned people? And also their inferiority complex is showing, because have you ever noticed a lot of unambiguous people, they feel like they have to be the most talented, the most pretty, the best at everything. And so their hierarchy thinking gets the best of them. So they feel like if you are not the most talented person ever, then you're somehow unworthy of the spotlight. But a lot of lighter skinned people, we don't have those same traumas or scarcity mindsets because we didn't grow up in the dark skinned, black, unambiguous culture in a lot of cases. So we were not taught the same inferiority complexes. Just because someone's not the most talented singer, it doesn't mean that like they're invalid or that they don't deserve any shine at all. But she's making it like we're so powerful, we're so sexy, we're so seductive to the point where all we have to do is sing a couple of basic notes on FaceTime, and then people are just going to fall in love with us because of our magical light skin powers. Also, look at this comment, light-skinned men and women. So notice how we automatically get thrown into the same stereotypes, just like I said. Then you got the guy saying, in another life, I want to be a light-skinned man. So this actually ties in with my talking point of most people want to date us or create us. So it's like, if you can't live another life and be light-skinned or be a mixed person, you want to do something else that's second best to that, which is creating a child or having sexual access to somebody that has that phenotype. Then you got this other person that says light-skinned anything, meaning man or woman, doesn't matter. We all behave the same way. It has like about 300 likes. So do you see how I said they give us the same stereotypes? Then you got someone else in here trolling that said being light-skinned is an honor, honestly. Why? Because they're gorgeous and society loves them. And somebody else says we get all the hoes. So the person who said we are gorgeous and society loves us, I mean, they just exposed what they truly think right there. So that's why I say that if you hear anybody trying to call you mediocre or you're not that cute, you're not that pretty, you look too black, the white passing light skins look better than you, they don't actually care about that. They still believe that because of your phenotype that you are considered gorgeous and that you have a pedestal and that society loves you. Then you got people saying this is how Ace and Jeremiah wake up. Ace talking to himself in the mirror. So they're talking about Ace and Jeremiah from Love Island. I'm still a few episodes behind on Love Island, but isn't it interesting how you've got, especially Jeremiah, who has type 4 hair. He has kind of more Afrocentric features, like as far as his nose and lips. If there was a woman with Jeremiah's exact phenotype, with a type 4 afro, those same exact features, people would try to swear up and down, well, she's not even light skinned. Well, she's a regular brown skin, unambiguous black woman. But I'm telling you guys, they don't actually believe that, because anytime they think that the Exoticals are not watching, they reveal their true colors, which is that they do view us differently. They do view us as being on a pedestal. Allegedly, they think we're gorgeous and that society loves us, and that we are cheaters and just basking in all of the attention. But what do you ladies think? Let me know in the comment section, and I'll talk to you next time. Stay pretty, ladies.